Hello and welcome to today's edition of the Daf Yomi, Masechet Berkorot, Tractate Berkorot, Daf 36, Omad A. So let's dive straight in. Ema Dama Rabbi Meir. The Gemara answers, what can Rabbi Meir say that priests are... One can say that Rabbi Meir says that priests are subject with regard to causing blemishes only to the extent that there is concern that they might have caused a blemish. But did he say this ruling to establish them as those who definitely caused blemishes? Certainly not. And then was read before the sages. With regard to testimony based on hearsay, so what's the footnote? What does that mean? Aid mipi aid. If one witness states that he heard another individual testify that a particular blemish of a firstborn occurred inadvertently, he's deemed credible. Rambam Sefer Kabbalah Hilchot Berkorot 2:15 Shulchan Aruch Yodeah. And then 14.5, where one repeats the testimony of another witness, was halacha in a case of such testimony about a blemished firstborn animal? Rashi deems prohibited the slaughter of the animal based on such testimony. Rashi deems it permitted. Rashi said to Rav Ashi, isn't it taught in the Bible in the school of Menashe that hearsay testimony is valid only for the testimony of a woman? Where one testifies that her husband is dead, this indicates that such testimony is not accepted in all other instances. Rashi responded, and many Bison teach it like this: testimony based on hearsay is valid only for that testimony for which testimony of a woman is valid. So what does that mean? A woman is deemed credible to testify that she witnessed a firstborn animal develop an inadvertent blemish, in which case it may be slaughtered and consumed. And it's Rambam Sefer Kabbalah Hilchot Berkorot 2:15. Yodeah 14:5. In other words, the Bible is not referring to testimony given to render it permitted for a woman to remarry, but to testify provided by a woman. A woman is generally disqualified from providing testimony in those exceptional cases where her testimony is valid. The sages allow testimony based on hearsay as well. In the case at hand, a woman is deemed credible to testify about a blemish of a firstborn animal, according to the ruling of Rambam Shimon Gamliel on 35b. It should be noted that the initial interpretation of the Bible is correct as well, and testimony based on hearsay is valid to permit a woman to remarry, as a woman is able to testify to permit another woman to remarry. See Yevamot 122a. According to Rav Ashi, the Bible is teaching that any case where the testimony of a woman is valid, hearsay testimony is valid as well, and this includes testimony concerning a blemished firstborn animal. The Gemara relates about Yeman deemed it fit testimony based on hearsay with regard to a blemished firstborn animal. Meir condescendingly called him Yema, who permits firstborn animals. The Gemara concludes, and the halacha is that the testimony based on hearsay is valid in the case of firstborn animal. The Gemara discusses the related matter. Rav Ilya says, in the case where a blemished animal is not established as being a firstborn, so what does that mean? No hayimuch zakin. In a case where a blemished animal is not established as a firstborn, the priest is incredible to claim that it is in fact a firstborn, and yet its blemish occurred unintentionally, in which case it may be eaten. Shulchan Aruch Yodeah 14:6. And one priest came to an expert and said it is a firstborn animal, and yet its blemish is with it, i.e. it was unintentionally blemished. He's deemed credible, and the expert may deem the animal fit for slaughter based on the priest's testimony. The Gemara asks, and what is Rabbi Elias teaching us? Is he teaching us the principle that a mouth prohibited it is the mouth that permitted it? Applicable in all areas of halacha, this principle means that one who renders himself liable concerning a certain matter, whether a monetary obligation or ritual obligation, and who is the exclusive source of God's knowledge of his liability, is incredible with regard to any limiting conditions he adds. The rationale is that without his information, he would not be presumed to be under any obligation, and therefore his claim is accepted in its entirety. As he could... Oh, hi Sam.